We all understand that any accident involving a gas or gasoline tanker can turn deadly. But tonight, we uncover a tragedy far beyond anything most could imagine. A real disaster that unfolded at sea. A collision that ignited the water itself. When the flames finally faded, the world learned the scale of the catastrophe. 4,386 people lost their lives, and only 26 survived. This single event became the most fatal peacetime maritime disaster since World War II. Today we explore the story of a ship that began with solid engineering and purposeful design. Built with a sturdy steel hull, equipped with a 7,800 horsepower diesel engine, and originally designed to carry more than 600 passengers, this vessel embodied the reliability expected from Japan's shipbuilding industry. These technical foundations were laid in 1963 at the Onomichi dockyard in Hiroshima. After months of construction, the ship reached completion and was formally launched on 25 April 1963 under the name Himeyuri Maru. For years, she sailed Japan's domestic waters, before being acquired in October 1975 by Sulpicio Lines of the Philippines. Renamed MV Doña Paz, she began her new role transporting passengers across the archipelago, connecting Tacloban City, Catbalogan, and Manila. Journey after journey, the ship carried workers, families, students, and travelers, becoming a familiar presence on the busy Philippine sea routes. This was the beginning of MV Doña Paz, before the night that would write her name into history forever. On the 20th of December 1987, MV Doña Paz prepared for her scheduled voyage. After taking on passengers at Tacloban City and later at Catbalogan, Samar, the ship set out toward her destination, Manila, carrying families returning home, workers traveling for the holidays, and children excited for Christmas. At the same time, far across the waters, the oil tanker MT Vector began its own journey. Loaded with gasoline and other petroleum products, the tanker departed from Bataan, bound for Masbate. Two vessels, moving through the night on separate missions, unaware that their paths were slowly drawing toward a single point. On 20th of December 1987, MV Doña Paz began its journey from Tacloban City. The ship took on its usual complement of passengers, but due to the approaching Christmas holidays, additional travelers boarded at Catbalogan and other ports along the way, causing the total number of passengers to far exceed the ship's official capacity. The ferry was fully loaded, carrying families, workers, and children eager to reach home. Its intended route stretched from Tacloban City to Manila, with a stop at Catbalogan, Samar, aiming to reach the capital on schedule before the holiday festivities. Despite the overcrowding, the ship sailed steadily into the morning, unaware of the disaster that awaited it in the dark waters ahead. At the same time, the oil tanker MT Vector departed from Limay, Bataan, carrying its cargo of highly flammable petroleum products. The vessel was manned by a crew of only 13, and reports later revealed that it lacked proper certification, essential safety equipment, and proper operational clearance. The tanker's engines roared as it navigated the same waters that MV Doña Paz would soon traverse. Observers would later note that the condition of the crew and the vessel was far from optimal. Fatigue, inadequate training, and poorly maintained equipment added unseen risks to the voyage. At around 10:30 p.m. on 20th of December 1987, tragedy struck in the dark waters of the Tablas Strait. The fully loaded MV Doña Paz and the MT Vector collided head-on, their massive hulls meeting with catastrophic force. Immediately, fire erupted aboard the tanker. Fueled by highly flammable petroleum, the flames raged uncontrollably, far beyond the crew's ability to manage. Within seconds, the inferno engulfed the entire MT Vector, sending thick black smoke curling high into the night sky. The disaster did not stop there. The passenger ferry, dangerously close to the blazing tanker, caught fire as well. Flames spread rapidly across its decks, turning the calm night at sea into a horrifying scene of chaos, fire, and smoke, and marking the beginning of one of history's deadliest peacetime maritime disasters. The fear spread with terrifying speed. Flames climbed so high that passengers on MV Doña Paz could not escape, trapped by the overwhelming inferno. Within minutes, both the passenger ferry and the tanker were fully engulfed in flames, with thick black smoke rising relentlessly into the night sky. Amid the chaos, only a few were fortunate. Of the MT Vector's 13 crew members, only one survived, escaping the blazing tanker. From the ferry, out of more than 4,000 passengers, only 26 managed to escape into the dark, smoke-filled waters. The disaster did not stop with the fire. The waters around the burning ships were full of danger. Sharks attacked people who jumped into the sea to escape the flames. Many lives were lost in the water along with the fire. By morning, both MV Doña Paz and MT Vector were completely burned, reduced to twisted metal and ashes. This tragedy became the deadliest peacetime maritime disaster in history, with more lives lost than even the Titanic. It was a night of unimaginable sorrow and loss.